off your body and like all these little like tendril things. So it looks like it gets really cool, and I'm really excited for that. That might be a talent, but I don't know. I can't see that yet. So who knows? We will find out in due time. All I know is I'm excited. And we have hit level 12. We do have our shadow form here. 10% increased shadow damage. And reduce physical damage taken by 10%. Not magical damage though, so it's only if you get hit, but it's fine. 4,000 experience. Jesus. We got some new boots, some intellect and stuff. As I mentioned, everything that's dropping in these quests is all designed towards me and designed to get stronger and stronger as we go along, which is fantastic. Also, if you haven't noticed, all of the places now have chapters, just like Draenor and Pandaria, and you know, all the places that started doing chapters and whatnot. Now they made it to everywhere has chapters instead of like you've completed like 20 out of 30 quests, you know, in the area. So it's a cool change that they did. I actually quite enjoy that change. Though it kind of sucks because now you're used to like being relatively so many quests in a chapter, but now with these chapters is like, well, there was like 55 quests, so how many quests are in like 4 chapters? Like how many quests per chapter? Is like 15 quests per chapter or something like that? Jesus. So yeah, it's, who knows, I don't know how it works all the time, but it's, I feel like it can get pretty crazy. Alrighty, how's it going? How you doing? Oh, I gotta itch my ear real fast. Scratch my ear, technically. It would be the correct thing to say. Alright, new innkeeper. So as I mentioned, Lochmodan's innkeeper is over there, and I was getting that confused. Someone new up in here? Hello? You got a quest for me? Someone in here's got a quest for me. I'll find you. Maybe I already passed him. Yeah, probably. I don't know. Oh, the innkeeper. I knew that. I just couldn't see the quest. I think I did the same thing last time too. Jesus. Okay, cool. Thank y'all for your quests and whatnot. I still need to deliver this. Oh, up there. We don't need to track that for now. And let's get some more of these quests. It's right up here. So let's take a look real fast. So as you can see, you can clearly see all the colors. And the shoulders actually work with the color scheme. That's why I like. That's why I'm okay keeping them. It's kind of cool. And now when we turn in the form, it just kind of all becomes the same, like purplish reddish shade. So it's pretty cool. It's just, you know, it kind of changes the appearance a little bit, but it also makes it look a little bit cooler at the same time. So I like, especially with that mongoose shocking around with those purple flames looking at my body. It's nice. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, I'll accept your wanted quest. We're already almost level 13. Gosh dang. I loves it. I don't think I need to go into an explanation of this. Always treading into dangerous territory. You know, like, most of you should know me by now if you've been watching for a while. If you're just watching now and you're getting used to me, my apologies. But most of you should probably already know that I don't like give a fuck. I guess we'll go kill him first. I know where he is. About a lot of things, you know, like people get really sensitive and get really butthurt about things super easily because they mistake Let's see, what's the words I'm looking for? Let's choose my words here. Careful. There's that paladin. I knew you were a paladin. I knew it. That's fine. You can kill the lurker, so now I'll get them later. They mistake. I want to say passion for pride. I don't know if that's correct or not, but I'm going to go with those words because they make sense to me. And they mistake opinions as judgment. Come join me, Mr. Warlock, who's always with me. Why are you always with me? Hey, we're both draining him. Yeah. Drained the fuck out of him. Awesome. Let's go level up. Yeah, they mistake just, you know, opinions and beliefs as a personal assault and complete disagreements to the truth of the universe or something. I don't know. People tend to take things that they find as sensitive to them way too personal. Like, I'm gonna just tell you guys here right now, okay? Okay, listen here. Like, I don't give a fuck about most things, okay? Just keep that in mind. And two, don't listen to what I say. Don't take my beliefs as fact. Don't take my words as I believe this is the ultimate truth and conviction of everything, okay? Because I just say shit, you know? I don't even care what I'm saying most of the time. I might care about what I'm saying, but I don't. You know, I just say shit. So don't take anything I say. You know, take everything I say with a grain of salt, and don't get offended by anything I say. Cause who the fuck am I? My opinion doesn't matter when it comes to your opinion. That's why with everything I say, I try to always keep an objective tone, and I use words that are specifically designed to be, this is just my opinion, your opinion is valid and right because it's what you believe, but this is just personally what I believe, and this other stuff just isn't my cup of tea. I never go online. Like, for me personally, I don't like Game of Thrones, as I mentioned before. I personally don't think Game of Thrones is that great because I love medieval shit. I love join me. Together we will destroy them all. I love that sword. Come get in on this. Give him a whack. Yeah, get in a whack. There you go. Trying to share the quest here. Like, yeah, personally, I don't care for Game of Thrones because when it comes to medieval shit, I want to see some awesome action, some sieges, some Lord of the Rings style shit. Since it's just like all the other, like, oh god, I'm trying to remember the name. Like that one Royal Famous Family show, starts with a B. I don't remember their names. Or like the Tudors, you know, it's just like that. It's like no action, all drama with some nudity and sex. Like, I don't care, you know. So that's why I'm personally disappointed with Game of Thrones. I feel there could be a million times more action and a million times less talking and drama. But that's just how the show is. Now, with me saying that, I can definitely understand why people like Game of Thrones, and I don't blame you for liking Game of Thrones at all. I wish that I liked Game of Thrones more. I just can't get into it personally, but I can definitely see how people would like it, and I definitely understand. And I think it's cool that you like it. I think it's awesome that you like it. Like I say, I try to look at it objectively. I'm not just gonna be like, oh, I don't like it, so it's shit. Like, no, it's not shit. It's great. It's a fantastic show. I just personally don't like it. It just kind of bores me a little bit, but you know, it's a great show. No doubt about it. So, you know, like The Walking Dead, don't care for it, but a lot of people like it. So it's gotta be a good show, I would assume. You know, for me personally, no. not a fan. But that's just me. You know, I don't. So the reason I'm saying this, the reason I'm getting into all this, is because I was thinking while I was killing that dude up in the middle of nowhere, up in that cave. Because I was saying, you know, like, gosh darn or something like that, and I notice that it's getting into a touchy subject here. Well, something I usually touch subject, which, by the way, I do not do debates of any kind of religious, political, or whatever manners in my comments. So feel free, if you feel like leaving a comment, anything about that, it will probably be removed. Just so you know, because I don't do arguments and whatnot. If there's any arguments, if you want to share your opinion or something, I might leave it in if it's not offensive. But whatever. Anywho, I found it so interesting that our vernacular, as just kind of a society, like even people like myself, I'm not very religious. Personally, don't care much for religion, but you know, you guys do you. If you like religion, then get your religious ass on, baby. You know, that's just how you do. I'm not against it. But yeah, even as someone who personally doesn't care much for religion, like the words God is like in our vernacular so much, in our expressions. Use it all the time, like God damn it, Jesus Christ. When like something's like crazy, it's like Jesus Christ. But like I don't care much for religion. But to say anything else just kind of sounds like you're trying to, like you're like one of those families who try not to cuss. So you say like the nice versions of it, like shoot and fudge knickers, or I don't know, whatever people say when they're trying not to cuss. So it's like, gosh darn. It just sounds like I'm just trying to like censor myself, but it's like I just like don't feel like saying the words God damn it, but I don't know. It's weird. Cause like I want to get that like out of the words I just say, because I personally don't believe. But it's like there's no good alternative. Like it really is just like good. But then again, I guess technically, if you are saying, I don't know why I'm on this tangent, but this is the way I think. You guys are getting introduced more heavily to the way I think. I guess technically, if you are saying God damn it, that's not something a religious person should say, technically. Because then it's taking, quote, unquote, the Lord's, sorry, unquote after the Lord's name in vain. So technically, by saying God damn it, it's kind of signifying I am saying the word God, but then I don't believe because I'm saying the word God. I don't, but then using it in vain. I don't know. This is a mind fuck all of a sudden. I don't even. Oh my god, I don't even know. Wow, I didn't mean to get deep on like philosophy here of word choice mixed with morals and beliefs and all this shit, but hey, when you're a priest of the shadow, shit gets a little confusing, apparently. Hello, I'm going to suck the life out of you, drain your mind of its sanity. Alright, that was an interesting fight. Oh, I didn't have my shield up. Let's heal up. Before, when you used to heal as a shadow priest, it would take you out of shadow form, but now it's like, it's whatever, you can heal in shadow form, it's fine. Just do it. Which I enjoy. We only need one more year, yay! I'll try to find where that. That's a patch. Anywho, off of that subject, onto a different subject. So when I was looking at some of the leather around here, you know, like the bear was skinnable, and the spider, I think the spider's skinnable, I'm not 100% sure on that. And I also believe there's bears in other areas besides that one place that's telling me there's bears, but we'll go look around for some bears so fast. We'll need one more bear. Take his rump off of him. But yeah, I'm thinking of making this character a leather worker, because I don't have any leather workers, and leather workers actually can do something useful. which is interesting. I find this very interesting because my demon hunter is a tailor, when it would probably make more sense for her to be a leatherworker, and my priest, who would make more sense to be a tailor, since create stuff that you can use, is probably going to be the leatherworker. But you know what? That's just the way I roll. And drain, yes. How much? Oh yeah, that shield takes a lot of mana. But everything else takes like... That doesn't take any mana. That doesn't take any mana. And that doesn't take any mana. Well, no wonder it doesn't take that much mana, because it takes none. I didn't know that. Wow, that's weird. That's so weird. Huh. Oh. Whatever. Anyway, let's turn all these quests. Get to level 14. Again, there should be no... God, fucking... It's a blood elf. Void Hunter my ass. That's a blood elf. Look at it. It's straight up a blood elf. Look at that face. That's a male blood elf. It's not a Void Hunter. It's a light blue blood elf. Garbage. Anywho. Yeah, again, no arguing in my comments. If you want to leave a comment of something like, well, I'm not going to give any suggestions because, oh yes, you. God, why'd you're hidden. You were hidden behind all this shit you keep in here. I was like, I'm pretty sure it was her. Yes, if you want to leave a comment again, think objectively. Take a note out of the Rage of the Cage's book, which, now that I say that, is ironic that a note out of my book would be one that is not of anger or rage. Ironically. Yes, so take a note out of my book. Like, if you disagree with any of my statements, let's go with the one that'll be less offensive. And let's just straight up say, if you feel personally that Game of Thrones is the greatest show ever created and will go down in history throughout the millennia, generations, as the greatest show ever created by mankind or whatever, then find a way to disagree without saying, no, it's a great show, fuck you, you're stupid for thinking otherwise. Let's try to aim for a society in a world that isn't like, we're gonna answer things that disagree with me through hatred and lashing out. Let's try to create a society to where we negotiate about things, where we think of things objectively and have critical thinking, have conversations that actually are nice. I guess there's a word out there that's like the word I need, but it's not coming to my brain, so I can't think at the moment. Constructive, there we go. We'll just try to have constructive conversations here, be like, well, I disagree with your statement that I disagree with your opinion that Game of Thrones is not that great of a show. I respect your opinion to believe such, but I personally think that it is a fantastic show, and this is why I believe such. Example A, B, C, D, E, whatever. And again, I'll agree with you because I do think it's a good show. I just personally don't like it. So I would agree with you, like, yeah, all those make sense. All those are good reasons. Just personally, don't do it for me. See, I need them all to stand together, because otherwise I don't do as much. I'm just trying to do solo damage to all of them spread out. I need you guys to huddle up for me, please. God, nice for a spawn XP there. Come over here. Come join us. We're gonna have a party up in here. Yeah. So that's a nice way to say things. We should try to aim for nice ways to have conversations, you know? That's just my opinion.